And those that have not downloaded, you can download and you have your United for Food. Okay, you can download and you have your United for Food. Guys, funding is required. We have a large operation. Funding is required. We need to be organized and see how we can grow. And all this will require funding. The rotator people will need funding to grow this community. All right, that is the first subject of the day. And yeah, if you want to contribute something about this, and then before we go to something else, because I have a lot of interesting things I want to show you today, anyone want to contribute about what we have just discussed today, this moment, as far as funding is concerned? Cindy is my co-host. Cindy, while waiting for the others, what do you think? Funding is required because we have a large operation to take care of. What do you think, Cindy?
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador. First of all, in everything, even though you're having a business, that you have an intended business, the first thing you actually require after having all of the survey done is funding. So funding is very important because if you really want to be successful in everything that you want to do, you have to, first of all, after setting up your plan, and the plan which I believe right here are the tools in which the administration has made available for us. You know, the strategy, all of the, the mapping out of how the economy is going to look like, how we should build this, things we are supposed to do to actualize it. Everything as a raw material is now present. The only thing that is left to help us reach to where we want to get to, most of it center on funding. So at this very point in time, that is why it's so important that we follow up with the map, because let's say you want to go to somewhere you do not have, let's say, where you have never been before, and the directive in which you need, maybe as a soldier, is the map. So right now, what we have here is the administration has made all of that available for us. So we can't be lost in the process of building this economy or attempting to build the economy. So we need to follow up with the plan in which is on the ground, because there are sufficient tools to assist us. We have the 24 hours life plan. We have the $1 a week club. We have all of those tools which are there on how we should actually partner with merchants, bring in a lot of merchants, help them to understand by attending the 24 hours training, to help all of us be on track for everything. So all of these things are what we should actualize by use of funds. So at this very point, is very important and crucial to reach to the promised land, and to reach there, we need funding. Yeah, so that's my little contribution.
It's actually important that the rotator, the people, all those who are in the rotator, they are going to have enough funding. Funding will be required. They need to be funded so that they can now take the community to the next level. We might not be 1 billion, we might not be 2 billion, but the people in the rotator need fundings. And who are those people? You and I. So we are working to see that we have all the necessary tools. And of course, admin is putting everything together so that we shall be properly funded. We shall be properly funded to now expand, create our communities. I know that Madam Hudaya, she's of the justice, and I trust her jurisdiction. I trust her level of judgment in everything. And of course, I love her so much. Mama Hudaya, let's hear from you. I'm waiting for the judicial department to be opened. Unmute. You have to unmute, Mama Hudaya. Mama Hudaya, you have to unmute. Click on the mute button. We can't hear you. Oh my God.
Sorry, what's going on? Okay.
I think it's fine now. Yeah. Oops, sorry. It looks like you click again on the. All right, it's fine now. It's fine now.
Right. Yes, I keep getting muted. Yes, I was saying you're such a flatterer, Ambassador. But we're so proud. We're so proud of you, and I'm also very pleased that you called on young Tindi, because the youth are our future.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have someone like Tindi in our community, so good at what he does, all right, always ready to step up, it makes me feel very comfortable. And funding, of course, but we need expertise, you could give an ordinary average man or woman a lot of funding, and if the expertise isn't there, the money will be squandered. So, of course, it goes without saying that everyone, right, who is in that position, number one, they need to love. You know, like you're a great teacher. You know, you decided you wanted to be a teacher. All right. You enjoy giving information.
Correct.
All right. Knowledge. So whatever we choose, because nothing is going to be forced upon us,
Right.
we must do it and do it
Love.
to the best of our absolutely with love and respect. We can never forget that.
Right.
Okay. And do it to the best of our ability. And for those who are thinking about other things, the food is just the beginning, because we know that that is one of the essential things, right? Food, shelter, clothing. We know those are the basics. So let's start off at the basic, which we are, the basic. And then we will go forward to greater things because we know what we need. Thank you, Ambassador. That's
Thank you
it.
so much. I know you have dodged from, you have shied away from talking about the Justice Committee that I'm seeing you as one of the chairperson in that committee. But no problem, no problem. I'll get to another time. Thank you so much, Mama Udaya. Okay, guys, I want to show you another feature that is already available in our Kringle Cash back office. It's actually new, and I'm not too sure whether people know about it. Let me show you what's going on right now. Kringle Cash. Okay, oops, sorry. Just have a lot of things here. Oh, just open a new page here. Go to Kringle Cash. All right, let me just log in real quick. Okay, when we log into our Kringle Cash and we go to marketing, okay, when we go to marketing, we have this partnerships, okay? We have this partnership. Who are the partners? The merchants that you are actually partnering with them. And for you to partner with a merchant, let me start from the basics. For you to partner with a merchant, okay, if the merchant agrees to work with you, it means that the merchant needs to log into his Kringle Cash back office and go to the Bitcoin bounty area and click on register. That is the merchant, okay? When the merchant submit this, right below here, the merchant needs to include your email address and submit. The merchant needs to include your email address and submit. Because when the merchant sends his clients to you, you guys will now share 50-50 when his client pay in. Okay, you guys will share 50-50. Now, when you come to marketing, there is a new feature that have been added known as partnerships. So when you click on partnership, okay, when you click on partnership, like now, I already have 2 merchants we want to start partnering. Okay, I already have 2 merchants I want to start working right now. And you can see this. So you have the ID number, you have the email address of the merchant, the full name of the merchant, the status of the merchant, the payout total, the start date, and then you have the end of date. That is, that this partnership lasts for a month, then you can renew. It's renewable, okay? Because the admin said the merchant might feel like he doesn't want to work with you anymore. He wants to work with another person. They have the right to decide, okay? Now, look at this, guys. When you click on view, like when you start signing up people for the merchant, when you click on view, right here, when you click on view, the merchant will come up, okay? If there is a picture, you'll see. And one of the most interesting part that I love here so much is that there is a phone number here that I can call the clients. These are the clients that have actually registered, that are under the merchant. So you can now call, you will see the country, you can call them on phone and like, hello, oh, you signed up for our United for Food program, all right? Welcome to our community. And you take it from there. You see, so this merchant, when you click on referrals, okay, when you click on referrals, you see that this merchant, we already have 2 people on board for this merchant, all right? We already have 2 people on board. This is a merchant that we are working with. And we already have 2 people on board. They are still free members. But the objective is to sign up as much people as possible, because I want to have 1,000 people in my country or in my city. I'm working so hard to see that I can have 1,000. So you see that we already started already. And I'm so delighted. I'm so happy because there is progress, okay? There is progress going on right now. If the merchant has actually carried any transaction, you always see here. When you click here, you'll see there is no transaction so far, all right? But so far, so good. We are already signing up people for the merchant right now. They haven't paid, no problem. But we keep signing up. We keep signing up the merchant and people under them and partnering because they are interested in our United for Food program. So when you click on the partnership, this is where it takes you to. We have 2 merchants on board. One already got people, and then this one, we are still working. We are still working with this one, okay? We are still working with this one. When you click on view, this is another merchant, and we haven't gotten any referrals so far for this merchant. So when this referral, to be more practical, because people are asking, how does it work? We have seen practical work, how you can approach a merchant, how you can insert a QR code where the merchant is, all right? Like this merchant that we already have 2 referrals. We got this merchant. I showed you the day we got this merchant. You know, I always like showing my thing and showing progress, how I'm progressing. So that tomorrow you don't say that I'm using, I don't know, I'm a magician. I always like to show you what I'm doing, guys. So you remember